I think that we are live, and Irene just stood up and went away. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. And today I have got company for my monthly live with my 2025 challenge, one super patch per month. I have the beautiful Irene Vaksberg with me, and this is the week dedicated to the English language, so she could join me, and she's always very gentle and very kind and accepts all my invitations. And month of November is dedicated to the super patch called Rocket.
I'm
Okay,
so
and
sorry.
yeah, don't worry. Get settled and I start. So it's dedicated to this super patch called Rocket. But first of all, we are going to remind you who we are. Yeah, this is my YouTube channel. My name is Sabrina D'Amato, and I am a breathwork coach, a movement coach, and also hypnotherapist now. And I really am passionate about our brain and our mind. How do they work? It's been a journey in the last 15 years. I have gone through a lot of trainings, actually, not only these ones that I mentioned, because I'm really, really fascinated by how I can optimize and implement the functioning of my brain. And then, of course, my brain is making my body function better. And also, I think that the brain and the mind go on parallel lines, but if one works well, the other one does too. And it's interchangeable there. You know, if we have good thoughts, the brain then works even better. And if our brain is optimized, we can have even better thoughts. So it's like an harmonious synchronicity that we can create from mind and brain. And this is who I am now at 54. It's taken me 54 years to be who I am now. I am on a continuous journey because I think that you don't have to stop. I mean, we are here to experiment, to experience life. And life is full of incredible opportunities if you are ready to see them. This is why I'm fascinated about how we think and how our brain works. And now I let Irene introduce herself because this is another format. They know us on other formats, yeah, for other lives that we do, but you have never joined me actually for this challenge in 2025.
Oh,
So
thank you. I'm so excited and I'm sorry for the commotion. As humans, we have a structure, right? And so is my dog. So my little puppy is confused. Why am I here? When I sit in the chair, she already knows that it's time to relax and be quiet, but I'm in the room
yeah.
and she can't find the space. And I closed the door and then she was scratching. So it's amazing, right? Not only our brain is so alert and functionable and used to having structure, right? And familiarity, but I'm always fascinated by my little puppy, how she knows what to do, when to do it, and and she follows my energy. So it was just a very interesting experience. She couldn't find a space on our bed. She sleeps with me. It's this big, and she's
She's
like,
a puppy and she wants her mommy.
well,
She
actually,
cannot stay by herself.
she's 15 years old. She's not a puppy.
She's not a puppy. I thought she was a puppy.
No,
Okay.
it's called Maltese. When she came to me, she was
Yeah. But she
big.
looks young.
Yeah, yeah. We take good care of her.
And
Oh,
she's not even wearing the drug-free technology. Can you believe
well,
that?
take good care of her and let me. It's so interesting that you said that. It's completely off the subject that we're going to discuss, but I think it's very important, and it proves it. Our pets react to our energy, right?
Yeah.
They know our routine, and she was given to me as an emotional support dog. That's how I got her.
Okay.
I was in so much anxiety and anxiousness, and my therapist said, "Well, if you don't want to go medical, pharmaceutical," and unfortunately, I had to go later on. Why don't you get an animal? And I had like three cats, and I was like, I can't get another cat. I lost three. He said, "Well, what about a dog?" I said, "Well, I can't have a big one. I want a little one." And you know how we talked, what we put out into the universe, what we receive. So I manifest this little puppy from a friend
Yeah.
that had a dog that had some babies, and I got that little puppy. And you know, it was very emotional because they told me this dog is the uh, rat. Like, you know, she wasn't perfect because all of the puppies that came from this specific breed are show dogs, but she was the rat of the litter. And at the time that I received it, that's how I felt. I felt broken,
Mm.
and you know, my body failed me, and I was
Yeah.
in this very sad space. So she saved my life. So the point is,
Yeah.
when I started sharing this neurological technology, and I had a customer very excited, very overwhelmed, very stressed out. In a second, we'll talk about that. I just want to give a quick. The
Yeah.
dog, her dog was very aggressive everywhere they
Okay.
went, right? Because she was aggressive in her own body.
Mm.
And when she put this product on, she calmed down. She could not believe how much calmer her dog was because her,
Okay.
she was calmer. But yes, I
Yeah.
just want.
Yeah.
I know I went off topic. I'm
It's
sorry,
okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
but this talk
This
about it.
is the month of the rocket. I have been going live every month in 3 different languages. You find all the replays of the previous packs that I was talking about, all the other patches that I've been talking about every month. We are getting to the end of the year, and because we only have at the moment 13 patches, and in the month of January I spoke about the 2 most important ones. That's why I made it a 2025 challenge, because I knew that I could do every month a different patch. So November is dedicated to the rocket, and with my beautiful light you cannot really see, but Irene can show it even better. And this super patch came out on January 2024, in the end of January, thank you Irene, 2024. And it was said to us that it was for men, just for men. And then in January 2025, Jay Daluo, the IT engineer that created this drug-free neurotech, actually informed us that even women can use it. What is it for? It is to regain, re-optimize your vitality and your resistance, and also to optimize your libido. So in the beginning, it was meant only for men, because Jay was and is very well aware of an increasing number of even young men suffering from some adverse reactions to certain meds, and having this kind of problem. And it affects, of course, the family. When somebody has got a family, is in a couple, he has got a partner, having this kind of loss impacts the couple, not only the person. Yeah. So in the beginning, it was all about laughing a lot when we explained this rocket super patch, but actually a bunch of brave women during 2024 tested the rocket, and that's why also I think Jay then came up with telling us that we can also use it, also women, because it's about really vitality. It's about when you wear it, you feel more vitality. So you can do whatever you have to do during the day, feeling so much more alive. And then if you are in a couple and you have got a relationship going on, this works even better, and you know that you will never fail, and you will never have to look for any blue pill, or as darling Irene says, lotion potion number 9. So 2024 was all about laughing a lot, but there are great feedbacks, actually, great testimonials of men that started using it back then, and they've had massive improvements, and their lives have gone back to a normality, which should be.
Yeah, yeah. It's a pretty amazing patch, and
Yeah.
I've tested myself. I've tested everything right now except Kick It. I think that will be my next patch to test on my own self personally. Do I have bad habits? I mean, we all have bad habits per se, but that sometimes my bad habits is after I try to do intermediate fasting, and anyway, I'm off subject again. Kick it may have.
Yeah, it's already been dealt with, kick it. So let's stick with rocket for
I know.
November.
Sorry, so but it's hard to just focus on one patch. But anyway, so rocket. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
I saw women talking about how they implemented this into their protocol of menopause. It's not meant for menopause, but the symptoms of menopause. It's not even meant for symptoms of menopause, but because it balances your hormones in men, it
Yeah.
could actually balance hormones in us. Again, not for that, particularly for women. But let me tell you, when I start using it, my hot flashes subside,
Yeah.
my hot sweats subside. I definitely felt more energy. I'm
She
sorry.
wants to be with you. Let her come with you.
No, my daughter just left, so she's having a heart attack. Um, so it's really amazing. And when I stopped using it, I also saw the difference. But the true test came 3.5 weeks ago when I went to pick up my granddaughter, and I left my bag in a taxi. And the bag was all my patches, and I didn't put it into my suitcase because as I travel, I like to share it. And I opened my bag, my
And
little
I can
bag.
tell you that she says the truth because I have met her in person and she shares it everywhere, all over.
Thank you. And I opened it, and there was the rocket. There were 7 patches there. Exactly how many days I kind of sort of planned to stay where I was. And I don't know what I was going to do with it, right? I knew that it helped me with hot flashes, but I said, something better than nothing. Each patch helps with something.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, the the energy was fabulous. The the hot flashes was fabulous. The night sweats, all of
So
this.
let's say this very clearly because usually we combine them and we have an overall benefit from each one of them, but then sometimes because we combine them we cannot really understand because she was left without the
Yeah,
patches and she only found in another bag a packet with 7 rockets and she was away for a week, so she could use only the rocket super patch. That's why also I wanted her to be here today because she has this very direct experience only with the rocket.
only with the right. And so, my emotional regulations was
Yeah.
calm, and everything, all of the overwhelming feeling that I was going through, this actually balanced it. And it was interesting because I heard that I was doing it for men, right? Overall performance, achieving fulfillment, and right, calmness, and
Yeah.
feeling more energy through the end. And the things that I heard from wives and girlfriends is the men came home much more happy and they had easier day. And it really, like, I was astonished how well I felt. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, normally I have 4 or 5 patches on and I feel amazing. And adding this to it, it took everything to a whole other level. But this is alone was fabulous. And I can tell you, you know, from from the first time I tried it, did it for 90 days, and the libido does get happier for women as well. And one of the issues when we go through the menopause, we lose that urgency of intimacy. And I can tell you that if I had a boyfriend, he would be a very happy man. I mean, it does, and again, it's a funny way to talk about this, but it's life, like Sabrina said.
I've been using it, Irene. I have not noticed anything. I don't have a partner. I'm not in a relationship at the moment. So I cannot really tell
Yeah,
sexuality wise what
yeah.
it does,
It,
but
it, it's
I
it's
know
a
that I've never had problems before,
No.
so I have nothing to be optimized on that point. But actually, I feel more alive. I feel this vitality. I really feel it
So,
when I
so
use
it's
it.
not like you're going to go jump someone. It just gives that a little. It's and I never had an issue with it too.
Oh my God, this is gonna be the, the most hilarious 2025 video
But
live.
what I'm saying is that like I never even think about it anymore. But when I was wearing it, how can I explain to you? It made me feel like, oh, maybe I want a boyfriend. Like it gave me kind of that very loving feeling that I may want a partner.
Okay, no, I'm not. This is something that I'm not experiencing. This is
But
her experience.
it's my
So, because everyone has got a different way of perceiving actually this.
yeah, and I can tell you that the best word I can. Sorry, my dog having issues, guys. I felt sexier. Like I didn't know what you
Okay.
felt sexier, more alive. I felt like I had more energy, and like I don't even think about really having a relationship or boyfriend or partner. I'm so happy with me, myself, and I. But when I doing it, right? I just it gives you a little bit more that potion number 9. It's like love spell. Like that's how I feel. Like I look at it a little bit with more ease. Again, I can only tell you what I feel, and now I'm up to almost to 3 weeks because I ordered it,
Yeah.
and it's that feeling again is coming out. Like, oh, I may want a little date. I don't know.
Okay, you see, so this is Irene's experience,
Yeah,
and as you can understand, everyone has got a very different experience because everyone has got a different neurological potential,
yeah.
and our brain is managing all these neuropaths, and the one neuropath, the signals that are embedded in or on the ridges of the rocket super patch, everybody receives them, and then the brain does what it knows it has to do. And
Yeah.
this is the fantastic thing about this technology. It's drug free, it's risk free because it's drug free. So when you use it, you know that nothing is coming inside your blood stream, nothing puts you at risk of adverse reactions. Even if you are taking other medications or other products, it cannot interact because from the skin, the signals go straight to the brain, and then the brain knows how to do and what to do and how to deal with every neurosignal.
And it's just want to say the testimonies that I've read from other women, that's what piqued my curiosity.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to speak about at least of my experience with this. A lot of them said the same thing, that menopause, they took that urges of intimacy, they felt like it kind of upped it a little bit. Again, it takes time. This is not like that blue pill you take it
Yeah.
and you know run with it. This
Yeah, you run with it and then you risk a heart attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 30, over 50 and up requires at least about 4 to 6 weeks for some men.
When
What?
there are these libido
Yeah,
loss and issues, yeah,
yeah.
so let's remind this. So if you are around 30, 40 years old, in 1 week you will see things getting better. If you are 50 or above, it will take at least 2 weeks to
Well, I think
see.
they said if you're 18 to 30, it's like 1 week. If you're 35, 30 and over, I think it's at about 2 to 3 weeks. And I put that 15 over, it said up to 4 weeks, and maybe
Yeah,
6.
yeah.
But yeah, so the thing is, the testimonies that I have are obviously 15 over, and the wife said the energy improved instantly. I'm talking about the part of
And you
intimacy
are talking about women. I have
and men.
read testimonials from men who are in a relationship, and they
Yes,
said that they were really recovering from a loss, a loss of relationship. There was something that was really missing in the relationship, and the wives were really happy as
yeah, and
well.
but the energy and that what is the vitality came much faster. The rest of it follow it, and I think
Yeah.
they were not as stressed during the day. And more than
Yeah,
that,
they felt the same as I
yeah,
also share. It's that they felt more vital.
yeah,
So, and when you are more vital, you go easily through the day because you don't really feel all the fatigue, all the efforts that you have to do in doing whatever you want to do, and you have to do, you need to do. So
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, again, I just add another patch permanently to my arms.
yeah. Beautiful. So we're going to leave you because this is just about the Super Patch Rocket, but we are soon going to go live on TikTok today and on Instagram as well. So follow Irene, follow me wherever you want. Actually, help me get 1,000 followers on Instagram because I want to go live again from there. And now I cannot start the lives at the moment. If you want to know more, connect both with Irene or me. If you want to understand how to try, how to use this technology, we can give you all the support that you need. And we also remind you that for the month of November, it's still, there is this promo going on where you can become an associate by just enrolling at $1 or €1 fee, which is very convenient. And then you, as an associate, you don't have to do anything special, but you can also choose to develop the activity, the business, but you can also just use the products for yourself and paying them as an associate with 25% reductions. So this is also something very interesting and very convenient. And prepare for Christmas because you can buy a lot of gifts. You know, this is, I think, one of the best gifts that you could offer and share with your dear ones, families, friends, whoever. Really.
Yep. Give a gift of life. That's all I prayed for every holiday.
Beautiful. So I'll see you soon on TikTok,
Okay.
and
Yep.
I'll see everyone else here on YouTube next month. It's going to be the last month of the year with the last Super Patch live. And maybe Irene is going to join me too for that live, for another funny conversation. And always, it's always a pleasure, Irene. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.